And we are back live. The Echo Rebel Experience. Such an experience.
Yeah, definitely. Big experience right
experience.
now. We're about to be blessed right now by a gifted individual.
Very gifted individual.
Very gifted individual in the building right now. I'm so excited about this. Yes. Can you guys tell I'm excited about this right now? I'm so excited about this. The Gyfted, yo, Echo, because you have an instrumental name, Just
Roots.
Honey Blood.
You know what?
I mean, the Echo Rebel Experience, we're blessed to have this individual in the building right now.
Yeah, this is Gyfted Roots. I'm here on the Echo Rebel Experience Show.
Yo, I'm so excited because I've just been waiting to, let the people know about this gifted brother with deep roots. And when we say roots and we say gifted, there's so many meanings, multiple meanings behind it. So this is like my Dr. Sabi, pretty much. I say that. Like, if those that don't know, please go check out the great Dr. Sabi. Yeah. I'm not where I want to be in terms of eating yet. Yeah. But he makes me, Dr. Sabi gives me that inspiration to get there, and I'm going to get there. And now we've met this great brother.
But hold on there. The gifted brother. The gifted brother is on the Echo Rebel Experience right now. But listen, people, when I say the youth is gifted, don't get it mixed up with Gyfted,
Yeah. No, you gotta have
you have to go let them know how to find you.
Yeah,
how to spell the Gyfted.
How you spell the Gyfted?
Yo.
That's Gyfted.
All right, Roots.
That's right. Gyfted Roots is in the building. Pleasure to have you, brother.
It's a blessing to be here.
Definitely. As Echo said, we have you as this supreme
nutrition
guru.
Yes, he's a guru.
You're the Don and this and that.
He's the Don. He's the doctor. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if Beanie Man's gonna call himself the doctor, yo, Paul is the doctor.
He's the real doctor.
Because he's the real doctor.
Let me tell you, Gyfted Roots, I met him a couple months back or a year back or whatever, and he was helping me basically tell me about my diet and tell me about things on my skin and all them things there. I'm say, yo, so that youth are serious. But listen, when I know say I'm really serious is when you did blend up banana peel.
Yeah.
Wow,
so Gyfted, you gotta tell us about that whole concept. Like, bring us into the whole. What's the whole purpose of Gyfted Roots?
Well, the whole purpose of Gyfted Roots is to help people to understand another way to think health.
Yeah.
And we live in a society where everything is so fast-paced right now.
Man, I tell you.
You think about it when you wake up in the morning. Yeah. You have about how many minutes to get ready to go to work. Everything is fast-paced.
Man, I tell you, bro.
And then when you get to work, you have how much time you have when they give you a break to eat something.
Barely 30 minutes.
Barely 30 minutes. You have people rushing into the quickest place to get something to eat. And it destroys your body. Burger King, McDonald's, KFC, those things are not anything to help anybody, with their health. And we were talking about a year ago when I came to the studio and I was doing a show for you guys, and I was putting some fruits, nuts, and vegetables in the blender, and I was, I put a banana peel in there.
Me shock, so till dog.
Yeah.
The banana peel.
Put the cantaloupe. I think you put the cantaloupe skin in there.
The skin, the seeds, all of those things have the properties in there, People just take the juice, but not realizing that a lot of the nutrients are in the seeds, in the stems.
Wow. They put some grape stems in it too.
Yeah, grape stems, all of those things, you put that in there. And basically, Gyfted Roots is all about, helping people think on a health conscious level.
Respect.
You got a lot of people who are dying in our community every day. With diabetes,
food is like
cholesterol,
the
number one killer, and not realizing that how you eat and the way you eat can dramatically save your life.
Right. Yeah,
I agree.
If you just put yourself in a position where you research and just learn every day the different things that a fruit can do for you, or the different things that a vegetable or grain can do for you.
Yeah, the benefit.
The benefit, it can help you save your life. True. But then you have a lot of people who really don't take it to that level because they don't have the mindset to think that way. You have people that's dying with diabetes. They rather go through chemo, they rather go to dialysis than to just pick up a fruit and eat it, or to learn what is it about diabetes that I need to be concerned about. Right. The doctor has given you the diagnosis already. Right. He says that you're diagnosed with diabetes. Right. What do you do next? What's the common thing, the common sense thing to do? Is to go online, go to your library, and see what it is that's causing me to have diabetes.
Right.
Once you find that out, you do your own research.
Right.
And it's just to change the way you eat.
And you get into the roots.
Get into your roots and eat the roots.
Eat the roots.
Gifted roots.
Eat the roots.
Eat the gifted roots.
Exactly.
So yo, like Gifted, I have a question for you now. All right, cause right now I have a lot of people that say, all right, yeah, the time thing is a big thing. Like, I don't feel like I have enough time, so let me just go to Subway. And then also, if I go to Subway, yo, I just pay $5 and get a foot long, which I know is going to fill me up. But then now you're saying I have to eat healthy. But when I go and eat healthy, it costs me such an exuberant amount of money.
That's a misconception that people, have. I remember when I first started this journey, I spent about $300 at Whole Foods, not knowing that I didn't have to go. Yeah, the whole paycheck is gone. But then there are different avenues that you can take. You can visit your local farmers markets where you can go and get the same amount of fruit that would cost you that much at Whole Foods. Would cost you like maybe $23 just to fill up 2 bags of fruits and vegetables that you can get at your
message.
You hear that?
Yeah. So you don't necessarily have to go to Whole Foods or any other those expensive, I mean, if you got it, you got it. But we're talking about.
I don't really have it in that.
Yeah.
I don't have it either.
You're talking about people that's on a budget. You can do that, to save a lot of money.
So like, all right, when you go into the farmer's market now, Gifted Roots, like, walk me through the process. How am I going to know, like, what's the right thing to buy? What is the right vegetable? Is it a certain thing where I go to my blood type? Like, I have all these questions right now, Phil.
That's a good question. Again, when I first started on this journey, I didn't know. I just grabbed whatever I can see.
Yeah.
Not knowing that you have different types of labels on these fruits and these vegetables, these nuts, these grains.
Drop the knowledge.
And when you look at it, if it starts with an A and the number 8, you don't buy it because it's genetically modified.
Is that on the barcode or is it on the sticker?
What did man just said to
It's
me?
it's on the barcode and on the fruit. It's
On the
that
fruit
little
sticker.
sticker
Yeah, with the bar.
that you see on the fruit. And normally that sticker names whatever that fruit is, 4011, I think that's a code for bananas. But if it had an 8 in front of it, know that it was genetically modified.
Oh, wait, you said to me right now,
Yeah,
man.
it's genetically modified.
Damn.
You have a 3 or a 4 means that it was grown with pesticides. So most likely you would not want to eat the skin. You would cut it off or wash it real good before you
3
consume
or 4.
that.
Okay.
But when it has a 9, it wasn't genetically modified and it wasn't grown with pesticide. It was naturally grown.
The real way.
The real way. So when you see it, you can tell because it doesn't have that luster or that shiny
wax.
appeal.
Right.
Yeah, the
Wax.
wax. There's nothing like that on it. It's dull, but it's the best thing to get.
Why, Echo, you have a question? Cause I have a next question line up.
Well,
already,
I have so many.
I'm so excited right now.
I have so many questions, but like when you say, okay, the 9, so you suggest if it has a 9, you eat that.
You can eat that, yes.
What happens if you're in a grocery store or a place where there isn't a 9, there's only the 4 or the 8?
I would stay away from the 8 because it's really not going to do anything for you. It's fake. It's not real.
Okay.
I would do the 4s. I would do the 3s.
But peel the skin, you're saying?
But peel the skins. I would peel the skins off.
So you don't think the pesticides will seep through the skin, or
Most likely it will.
Right.
But again, we live in that society now.
Right.
It's like, what do you do?
What do you do?
If you're not growing your own vegetables or know somebody that has a farm that does that?
Nah, no,
you
yeah,
know,
eat drip.
farm? And I'm telling you, we're gonna get
No
that
way.
farm.
So yo,
You know
all
what
right.
I'm
So
saying?
yo, you talk about your journey. Yo, give me the whole thing. Give me the history of why you decided to start Gifted Roots. No, even before that, like why you decided to
Switch
eat
up.
healthy.
Yeah.
Be a healthier individual.
Well, it started 7 years ago when I was leaving work. I was just eating with a friend of mine's, and I was feeling, a little tightness in my chest.
Boy.
And I told him I had to go home because I wasn't feeling well. By the time I got home, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't stand, and I was feeling like this crazy chest pain. And I remember at that time when I was married, my wife at that time helped me to get to the emergency room. And when I got there, they did so many tests. I got pills.
So them couldn't find out all gone?
6 hours in the hospital and nothing. They couldn't tell me anything. But I know that there was something wrong with me.
Yeah.
And it was at that time, at that point, when I said, you know what? I have to eat right. I got to change the way I eat. And coming from a generation where diabetes runs in my family, high blood pressure, strokes, it runs in my family.
Never did I take a check?
Never.
No, take no check on that one day. You see it?
Yeah. So I just had to make that conscious decision where, I had to change the way I, eat because, You know, I had a kid, and I just wanted to be there to raise him, you know.
That's
Wow.
respect.
And
That's great.
so I made that decision, you know.
Yeah, protect your legacy, brother.
Got to protect it, you
Gotta
know.
protect your legacy.
And protecting it right now with the information that I have,
Exactly.
you know, teaching them and educating them.
Man, man, I tell you, man, Gyfted Roots on the Echo Rebel
So
experience
gifted.
right now.
So gifted.
That man here is a real genius, man.
Yeah,
Genius.
definitely.
So, like, for the person who wants to get healthy but doesn't know what's the best thing to do next, like, what's your suggestion to them?
Yeah. What did you do when you started? What was the first steps?
Well, it was cold turkey. To be honest.
Jeez!
It was
Lord
cold
of mercy.
turkey.
Lord of mercy.
And I
Lord
know
of
a lot of
mercy.
people wouldn't
Why?
be able to do that, but
I can't get the bread
you
down,
know,
boy.
again, I had no choice, you know.
You were going through.
I was going through health issues, and I did not want to die. I was, you know,
Right.
I was still young
Well,
at
glad-
that
glad-
time.
glad
you
you're
know?
still here, brother.
So it
Yeah.
was cold turkey. But for someone that is thinking about, you know, doing this journey, I would say to do a lot of research first,
Yeah.
because it's not something that you should do just like that. A lot of people start it, but then they go right back to eating the same way.
Yeah.
Sometimes even worse than what they started
Ooh,
before.
So it's like a convenience thing.
Yeah, I would make sure that you know exactly what you're getting yourself into, and if you have an issue that you're suffering from, I would study about that issue
about it,
and make sure
right.
you know exactly where you want to go, what to eat, what to put into your
which
body,
is
because the
important.
information is out there.
Yeah.
You can just Google it, and the information is right there.
So basically, educate yourself. Don't just take Gyfted Roots word for it.
Exactly. You know, I'm just speaking to you, you know, to open up your mind to
Plant the seeds.
Yeah, exactly. You
Plant
know,
the seeds.
but you have to be the one.
It
You know,
always
to
comes
make
down.
that decision
It
to
always
go.
comes down, yeah.
You got to do that. It's like you're sitting in church and you're
Yeah.
listening to a pastor preach
Yeah.
to you. Yes,
You
he's,
still
you
have
know,
to go do your
you
research.
still got to do your research.
Have
to
to go
see-
read the book.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
You
still,
can't trust somebody because they say what
Yeah.
they say,
No, I
or they
agree.
have doctor behind their name.
agree.
You yourself have to go and make the research
You hear that,
to know
Beanie?
exactly.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
You hear that, Beanie? Not because you have the doctor.
Doctor, yeah. Teach the youth them how to
Yeah.
eat right.
that's a
But no,
bunch
man,
of
for
papers,
real,
you
for
know.
real, like on a serious level, like Gyfted is true. You have to do the research and you have to look and see like what is it that I'm really consuming on a daily basis.
Exactly. I remember, you know, just by researching the different types of fruits, nuts, vegetable grains that I was eating, I started to understand that not everything, just because it's a fruit and a nut,
It's good.
is good for you.
Okay, so break it down. Like, what did you realize what you were eating that wasn't good for you?
I learned that peanuts wasn't something that should be consumed. Cashews wasn't something that should be consumed. Garlic wasn't something that should be consumed. And you know, you got a lot of people that say you can eat garlic.
Yes, let's break that down because I know a lot of people, like some people, even drink garlic tea because it's shown to lower cholesterol levels. I guess when they went to the doctor, but why do you think, or you know, and especially with Dr. Sabian, the things he said this as well. Why is garlic specifically not good for you?
Well, according to Dr. Sabi,
Yeah.
you know, when he was alive, God rest his soul, you
Yes.
know, he was saying that, you know, it is a hybrid one, and it was very acidic, you know. And I remember my father
Right.
would tell me, you know, stories of, you know, the Haitian Revolution, the rebellion that they had in Haiti, or even you think about people in Africa back in the days where they would hunt for their food, they would take the blade that they were hunting or fighting against an enemy with, and they would take the garlic and slice it. And the juice from the garlic, when they stabbed somebody with it, it would cause that person to die quicker because of the poison that it
thing
delivered.
not good for your dog.
Yeah,
I gotta
you know.
think this here bring up Bobby,
Yeah,
man.
you know, and even when you take
Yeah.
peanut butter and you have something sticky, like you have, you know, a bottle and you want to take the plastic film off it, if you put peanut butter on it, or if a girl gets peanut butter in
Yeah.
her hair, they bubble gum in their hair, they'll put peanut butter on there and that thing dissolves through it. You know, vinegar, you take vinegar and you wrap it, you put it on a cloth and you wrap it something that is rusted in your house, and you
Right.
leave it on there for a day. When you come back and you take that cloth off, the
Rust
rust is gone. So just imagine what's going on into your body
body.
when you're consuming these things. But a lot of people don't think that way because they've been grown up on this stuff for generations and generations.
That's the thing.
And them no know. Them
They
no
don't,
know.
and that's the
Them no know.
problem.
Them no know.
That's the problem.
Some do know, and you know,
That's
I'm
also,
not gonna lie, I know some
yeah.
of these things, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, I don't know why I'm still eating some of these
Well,
things.
guess
but,
what? You know, before I came on this journey,
Yeah.
some of those things I did know too.
Right.
But it's the ignorance that keeps us doing these
Right.
things. And until
Real
you get
talk,
into
brother.
my position,
Real
and
talk.
I hope you never get there.
Get sick.
When you get sick, and then you know, you have to make that decision now.
So, yo, that's actually a very valid point. Why is it that we as human beings, we have to go life and death for really understand the magnitude of something?
You know, that's something that I wish I could answer, but that's just an individual thing.
That's
You
an
just
individual thing.
sometimes, you know, you have to be at that position to listen. But what's sad is sometimes even at that position,
Them do listen.
they still don't listen.
Jesus,
You know,
Gyfted.
I had a conversation
It's
with a
true.
guy.
It's true.
I was eating something, and long story short, you know, he's like, "Why do you eat what you eat?" And I was telling him because of health reasons, blah blah blah. And he said, "We're all gonna die anyway, so why bother?"
Yeah, I hate that.
You know, and it's like that answer just shows the ignorance.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't want to, you know, call anybody ignorance, but it's just the mind frame of
Them ignorant man, them ignorant man, them ignorant bad man. Because I hear one.
It's just the mind frame.
Even before me dead, and while me I live more, I enjoy my life.
Yeah, exactly.
So I have to maintain what I go on here. So you see me I say?
That's what it's all about,
Yeah,
is to enjoy
ignorant
life, you
man,
know.
man.
I want to be there for my
Youth,
kids'
how you
kids,
deal
you
with
know.
youth? You want me now on a picnic? Yeah. Sure, I'm tell you. Yeah, man, the Echo Rebel Experience, we have Gyfted Roots in the building right now. Gyfted, where can they... You have any other questions?
I have a million questions, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Yo, Gyfted, when they have questions, because people are going to see this and they're going to have a lot of questions for you, how can they reach you?
They can get me on my Instagram page at Gyfted, that's Gyfted, Roots on Instagram.
That's right. That's right. And them man, always I give a bunch of knowledge. Them always I post up knowledge about health foods and all these things. Bro, like for me personally, you have taught me a lot, and I thank you so much for teaching the masses these things.
Anytime.
That just shows me that you're a wise individual.
And just to clear up everything, you know, I'm not a doctor. I'm not, you know, any type of nutritionist. I'm just an individual that learned on my own.
That's
right.
And you don't have to
doctor
go
to me.
to a hospital. You don't have to go
He's a doctor.
to no hospital to
doctor.
understand what, you know, you can learn on your own. We live in an age of technology. Technology is right at your fingertips. Just go on your phone and Google it.
Yeah, that's it.
It's not that hard, but again, you know, it's just the mind frame of people today that they just rather go through chemo than to pick up an apple and eat it. Like,
Chemotherapy.
And
tell-
the chemo more expensive.
and it's more damaging. Tell them why chemotherapy is dangerous.
I mean, man, just the radiation alone that goes, you know, inside of you. Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you want to do that? You know, and I think it's a lot of fear that they place in these people, you know. And if you think about it, you know, back in the days when we had our doctors in our homes, our grandmothers and grandfathers, but now we, you know, this age, you know, we dismiss them.
Yeah, man.
You know, they're old, they don't know what they're talking about.
They didn't go to college. Or
Exactly.
They don't have a degree.
But whenever you got sick, it was mom or grandfather or your grandmother that helped you get through what you was getting through. They didn't have no degrees or anything like that, but we dismissed them, not knowing that we have a walking library, you know, in your house, and nobody wants to utilize that library, a ball of knowledge, you know, just sitting there. You can ask grandma, grandpa, you know, anything, you know, but the youth, the people nowadays is just... It's sad to see, you know, where life is going right now.
It's for sure.
Yeah.
But you know what though? Even though it's going in that direction, it's individuals like yourself, Echo, and Kashif Lindo that make the difference. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So we just have to give thanks to them thing. There's the Echo Rebel Experience, Gyfted Roots. Give thanks for blessing us, dog. You give us the gift, the gift, the gift, the gift.
The gift that keeps on
The
giving.
gift.
But yo, man, there's so many questions.
Nah,
bro.
man, we can't.
So many questions.
Yo, we want him back for our next episode.
No.
So,
It's so. My
next
goodness.
time, man. Echo Rebel Experience.
Can't get one.
Nah, man. Cause we want him back one more time. Will you come back one more time?
than one. No, he's gonna come.
Alright, that's what
Yo,
I'm
we
talking
actually got
about.
some things in the works with Mr. Roots.
Yeah,
You know what
man.
I'm saying? That we can't really let out the bag yet. But we have some things that, on the other thing that I didn't let out, on that thing, we have some things that's gonna,
Yeah,
trust
man.
me,
So
yo.
big up yourself,
Big.
man. Echo Rebel Experience. Remember to subscribe. It's Nicko Rebel alongside
Echo Slim.
Gyfted. Man, I gonna give you the pleasure. Gyfted Roots the pleasure for outros and give them one knowledge other than research. If I want to change my life tomorrow, what is one thing I can do to change my life? And that's how we're going to end this episode.
I would say to just give yourself a chance to live.
Bombidos.
Yo.
The Echo Rebel Experience. Thank you guys for listening. The Gyfted Roots just blessing up. Boom!